Either way, I'm fucked talking about this situation, but here we go. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Celtic Reviews, and I chose a very, very wrong shirt for this discussion. This is a very serious topic. I'm over here wearing a fucking Pizza Planet shirt, but here we are talking about anti-woke gaming communities and how I feel like they're just spreading hate. And I'm primarily targeting two YouTubers, Remnant and Andy Pants Gaming. Now, these two individuals have YouTube channels that are purely dedicated to calling out woke things in the gaming sphere. Andy Pants Gaming does tend to go, actually, they both tend to go political with their content, basically saying all leftists are child predators or all leftists are evil scumbags. You have Andy Pants Gaming calling the gaming industry satanic, even though he plays video games, but he's a Christian and he supports the gaming industry, but he's claiming it's ran by Satanists, but he still buys their games. And then you have Remnant, who proceeds to say that he doesn't want to spread hate, that takes her purely his own, but then goes into my comment section and tries to push his opinion as a fact. And then when I reject it, he proceeds to insult me, and then I start making fun of him, and he just that just went on back and forth for a long time. But oh yeah, and he also uses fucking slurs in his videos because apparently that makes him cool with his fucking incel ass fucking community, but that's neither here nor there. Where do I stand on anti-woke and woke? I am going to be very anticlimactic as I'm a fence setter. I do support Pride. I do support it. I don't think we should hate anyone because of who they choose to love or who they want to be. You know, if they were born a male and they honestly feel like they're not happy being that way, you know, I don't think they should live the rest of their life in misery and self-hatred. I believe they should have that option to change that if they want to, and that's perfectly fine. I don't care. Same thing with being gay, bisexual, whatever. If a female wants to love another female, whatever. If a man wants to love another man, whatever. If they're happy, that's all I care about. I believe that we should be happy in this life because we only get one to live. So you gotta make you gotta make all of it. Your life is, you only get one of these. And you gotta make it special. You gotta make it unique. There's no time to hate somebody just because of the preferences they have in terms of who they want to love or who they want to be or how they want to go by. I mean, if they want to go by they, them, who cares? You know, if they want to go by fucking green, purple, who fucking cares, right? It's how they want to be presented as. We have one life to live in this situation. We shouldn't be spreading it, hating on other people just because of that. That's how I feel. That community is just like us. They're human beings. You know, they're not fucking, you know, they're not degenerates. They're not deviants. They're not, you know, as what these right-wing fucking assholes claim. And here's the thing, I'm not left or right. I can go fuck less about politics. All right? I tend to stay out of politics for a reason. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to play games, you know, call out people for their bullshit on this channel. I'm here to have a good time. I don't have time to get into this political fucking bullshit with the left or the right. Who fucking cares at this point? Okay, both sides are fucking idiots, in my opinion. They're both dumbasses. That's all there is to it. But the way I look at things is that, in terms of gaming, do I think we should be banning trans customization in RPGs or games? No. Do I think we should be gatekeeping the games from trans people, gay people, anything like that? No, I don't. Gaming is not a hobby we should gatekeep. It's a hobby that is universal. It's a hobby that people love and enjoy. It's a hobby that people use to get away from their problems. It's a hobby people use to relax and enjoy their time, to pass time. You know, it wastes your time. That's why gaming is a thing. You know, when I have a hard day at work, yeah, I enjoy loading up things like Phasmophobia with my boy, or like, you know, loading up things like Call of Duty, shit like that. It is not a fucking gatekeeping hobby. I don't think we should gatekeep. Gaming should be a thing where all are welcome. You know? I don't believe in that whole fucking gaming, shouldn't be for this or that. It shouldn't be that way. Now, as far as this whole, I'll get into both of them, both YouTubers, and I'll start with Andy Pants, but yeah, that's my stance. I don't believe we should be hating on anyone. We get one life. Hate the people who truly fucking deserve it. Fucking monsters, terrorists. People that are actually out here trying to destroy, the world and shit, that have nuclear fucking weapons. Those people, yeah, they deserve the hate. But people who are just choosing to live their life how they want to live it, people who are not happy with who they were at birth, so they change, or people who are, who were born and they have feelings for the same sex, who cares? At the end of the day, man, who fucking cares? And in gaming, who fucking cares? Gaming is, like I said, a universal hobby. Believe it or not, guys, trans people play video games. Gay people play video games. Women play video games. Men play video games. They, them play video games. Everyone plays video games. It doesn't matter what age you are, what fucking race you are. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. We all play video games. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. And that leads right into Andy Pants Gaming. If you don't know who Andy Pants is, I would tell you to watch his content, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to put you through that pain and suffering. See, Andy Pants is a hardcore Christian, right? He's all about the Word of God and how Satan is running everything, and that satanic cults are running the gaming industry and the film industry and all this other bullshit. And it's primarily because there are things like non-binary characters or gay people or trans people in video games, and he has a big issue with that. Or sometimes, in this case, females with the uglification or whatever fucking bullshit. Okay? And just in case anyone is expecting me to be very respectful towards these people, I'm not. I am going to be making fun of these motherfuckers as much as I can in this video, because in my mind, they truly fucking deserve it. But let's get into Andy Pants. Andy Pants is, as I said, Christian, right? And here's the thing. I don't hate you because you're a Christian. I have friends who are Christians. Granted, I'm not a Christian. I made it clear on my channel several times that I am an atheistic Satanist. And people are going to find that confusing, and that's fine. I'll give you a brief rundown. I don't believe in either Christ or Satan. I believe in the ideologies of the satanic religion, which is primarily focused on loving who you are, loving other people for who they are and what they want to be, and treating them as if they treat you, stuff like that, right? That's what I believe in. And I can tell you right now that, dude, you need to stop using fucking Christianity as an example in your videos, because his channel is literally the prime example of what old Christians were like and what gave Christianity a bad name with people. See, on his channel, he makes fun of a lot of things. More recently, but a little bit ago, he made a video on Call of Duty, and I know, oh, he's glazing Call of Duty, but he's going after Call of Duty because they added a non-binary character. There's a character that goes by they, them. Now, do I think this is an issue? No. It is one fucking character, and if you've been playing Call of Duty for years, you know Call of Duty does pride stuff all the time. Hell, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, they gave out free pride camos for your guns, each representing a different pride flag. And, of course, everyone made a big stink about that, and he's making a big stink about this. Proceeding to make fun of trans people being in the military, basically doing a very stereotypical gay voice. Hey, big boy, you want to go into combat? Shit like that. And he does this by saying that this is truly satanic, These are mental illnesses these people have. He brings up an article that got taken down for, I'm presuming, hate speech, as in the article, when they brought up the non-binary character, they say, this also means this character has a multitude of mental incapabilities and mental issues, and he agrees with it, which shows me the kind of person that he is and the kind of person that I don't want to be around. Because if you really are that hateful, why would I want anything to do with you? But he's also been known to say slurs, and basically, it doesn't matter what game it is. If it's universally praised, canned, whatever. If it has any sort of gay propaganda, trans propaganda, anything like that, you bet your ass Andy Pants Gaming will be there to take a shit on it, because that's what his whole identity is. But before this, he was actually a pretty competent YouTuber. And this is where you find out he's a grifter. He doesn't really mean any of these things, but the fact that he's saying these things for clout is, I don't know what's worse. The fact that if he actually means it, or the fact he's just doing this shit for clout. Because that just means he'll do anything for fucking attention. But I don't know if you truly believe these things, but the reason why I keep calling you out is because I just find it funny you keep bringing Christianity into it, and how these big game companies are ran by satanic cults and Satanists and all this other bullshit, when you know that's not true. We all know companies, doesn't matter good intentions or bad, use pride, use gay people, trans people, whatever, to promote diversity and inclusivity in their video games. For instance, my game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3, allows you to make any character you want, as it's based on the tabletop RPG Dungeons and Dragons, which back in the day, you can do the same thing. Games like Cyberpunk 2077, another, game launched terribly, but got better, and it was a great game at launch, just had a ton of performance issues, allowed you to do the same thing. Starfield included pronouns. There is no hell, Life is Strange is a game that's built off of catering to an audience that plays video games and wants to have a story to relate to. Are you seeing where I'm coming from with this? I don't understand where his mindset is, and it scares me to know, I'm hoping, because there's no good way out of this for him, because it's either he truly means this horrid shit he says, or he's just doing it for grifting and clout. But I can tell you actually does mean what he says. Remnant. See, I've had a little back and forth with Remnant in the past, ever since my Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster videos came out, which, again, thank you for supporting those videos. Remnant is a YouTuber in the same vein as Andy Pants Gaming, except less on the religion side and more on the political side. There's two opposite ends of the spectrum. He makes fun of the leftists. He always makes fun of leftists. He targets games that have any inkling of pride propaganda in it. Doesn't matter what it is, if it's minute or major, doesn't matter. But he primarily targets that. Now, I made my video on him. Well, I didn't make a video. I made my video on Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. He decided to come into my comments and then defend the horrid takes that people have been having about it. I will say it is their opinion, but you put your opinion on the internet, which can be criticized, just as if you wanted to criticize my opinion, you're more welcome to do it. I'm not going to fucking sit here and say you can't, but I will fucking make fun of you, because I believe you have fucking hateful ass takes, such as, in one of your videos, you went after a streaming group of trans people, saying a group of trannies are streaming a game. Was there a need to say that? Was there a need? No, there wasn't really, was there? But you decided to say it because this is the audience you cater to. You then proceeded to make fun of Baldur's Gate 3, basically hinting that anyone who enjoys the game are deviants and sickos because of a bear scene that I've already bodied Cinder Shadow on, and I can body you for it too. Because see, unlike you, I actually grew up playing D&D. I played Dungeons and Dragons. You were having sex with a druid, and that whole scene is completely optional. You ain't gotta do it. It's not that the game forces you to do it. In fact, all romances in the game, gay, straight, fucking whatever, are optional. They're optional things in Baldur's Gate 3. And I will continue to defend that to this day. You're a hateful individual. He always constantly says, he says that he doesn't target anyone, but that's a bullshit lie. I've watched his content. The dude targets Pride members all the time, makes fun of the leftists all the time. And again, I don't fucking care about sides. But when you start using slurs, it's kind of where I have an issue. Because who the fuck takes it this seriously, dude? Who takes it this seriously to the point where you're going to call gay people or trans people slurs? Are you that butthurt over video games becoming more inclusive? Becoming more, like, inviting towards every type of gamer? Because it's not like how it was back in the day. And before you say anything, dude, I grew up during the fucking original Xbox, PlayStation 2 era of gaming, dude. I grew up during that time. Okay, I'm old. I feel old. I am turning dust. Dude, there is nothing wrong with having representation in gaming. That's how I've always stand, even as a kid. I had a gay friend as a kid, and he grew up just fine, even though he was bullied on a constant basis because he was confused as a kid. And he got bullied for it. Because I grew up in the deep South. And people didn't take too kindly to stuff like that. Hell, my own family didn't take too well to anyone being not straight or anything like that. I grew up in that sort of environment. And I hated it. Because I was also raised by my grandma, who taught me how to love everyone and respect everyone for who they are. And that's what I do. And I've always lived by her sayings. The issue I have with anti-woke YouTubers is that they use their platform to promote hate. They spew hatred and venom on a constant basis because they believe their opinion is the factual right opinion, and their community are just as toxic and as deranged and unhinged as the people they worship. Because it's not really a fan base. It is more of a fucking cult with them. They have this echo chamber of people that listen to these anti-woke community, like content creators. And they'll eat any slop they put forward to them because that's what they've been brainwashed to do. And it's fucking frightening. Because you go into their comment section and you just see them making fun of trans people, gay people, all that shit. And it's not for them being in the gaming industry, it's mostly just them as a whole. Andy Pants has a cult, like, basically developed a cult-like religious Christian community. And again, I have nothing against Christians. I have Christian friends, let me make that clear. It's Christians like Andy Pants Gaming, if he actually means anything he's saying, that makes Christians have such a bad name within their religion, because back in the day, they were known for being very hateful and spiteful towards gay people or anything like that. And Christian, just like with Satanists, they have very horrid stereotypes. But the difference is that with the community that I'm in with Satanism, we've managed to branch off from the stereotypes we've always had. And we've developed, a place where we do fundraisers, we do charities, we try to keep all religion out of school because school is a place of learning and not a place of forcing religion. With Christians, you still have that old school mindset. Now, keep in mind, I know a few Christians who are very open to gay people and very, respectful towards gay people. And those are the Christians I truly respect, and I love you guys so much for breaking away from that stereotypical mold that Christianity as a whole has put you on. Worship God, worship Jesus, worship who you want, but treat people with respect along the way. That's what it should be. And the community and Andy Pants Gaming as a whole don't follow that. They in turn push this narrative of God would want gays and all this out of gaming. Gaming used to be so masculine, and we used to have masculine protagonists, and now we have women protagonists and gay protagonists. We have gay, like, trans people in our games, and they have mental illnesses, and these gaming companies are run by a satanic cult, which is just a just deranged ramblings of an unhinged Christian, stereotypical Christian. Then you have Remnant, who puts his opinions out there as if there are facts and not opinions, and if you dare go against him, he will insult you and call you out. And here's the thing. I am happy that, My Name is Death knows what I'm trying to do. Even though me and him has had disagreements, and I still don't care for him as an individual, I respect the fact that he knows what I'm doing on my channel. I'm calling people out like this because they are the hateful, spiteful, cancerous cell on the gaming industry. Everyone else doesn't care. We want to game. We don't care if we have someone who's trans in our team, if we have a trans character in the game, or if a game gives us the option to make those kind of characters. We don't fucking care. What actual gamers care about is if the game is good. Is the game good? Yes, then guess what? The game is fucking good. It doesn't matter what it has in it. Okay? Granted, there are some boundaries that should not be pushed, and I will be full dead set on that. But just because a game has a gay character or allows you to make trans characters isn't a reason to hate on an entire group of people, like what Remnant does and what Andy Pants Gaming does. I know this video is probably going to trigger some of my fans because I know how some of them are. But if you guys stuck around this long, thank you. Thank you for hearing me out. It means so much to me. And, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Don't hate people. Don't gatekeep a hobby. I mean, yeah, I have my moments where I make fun of people, but I don't make fun of people for them being gay or being trans. I make fun of them for their opinions, like what I'm doing with Andy Pants Gaming and Remnant here. Don't make fun of people for what they are, how they feel, who they choose, who they want to love. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is games as a whole, not whatever fucking brainwashing propaganda you guys think is being shoved into gaming. If you don't like what you see in those games, there's a very simple solution. Do not buy it. It's that simple. That's how we should be treating the game industry. If you don't like what you see, instead of making videos bitching for an hour plus, just don't fucking buy the game. Don't support the game. Whatever. Tell your audience what's in the game. Don't sit there and fucking use slurs or anything like that to get your point across. It makes you sound like an actual fucking idiot. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to sound like Remnant or Andy Pants Gaming. I'd rather take a bullet than sound like these 2 complete fucking idiots. These 2 fucking virgin-ass incels, I'd rather not sound like those. I'd rather sound like a sane individual who has an actual opinion on what gaming should be, which is the video games. The gameplay. Do you think I'm bitching because most of the leaders in fucking New World are female? No, I'm playing the game because it's a fun game. Do you think I care there's a non-binary character in fucking Black Ops 6? No, because it's a fun Call of Duty and I'm enjoying it. Do you think when I'm watching Chucky that I care that Don Mancini is gay? No, I don't care. I watch and enjoy Chucky. Do you think when I watch Hellraiser, do you think I give a fuck that Clive Barker is gay? No, I don't care. I move on. Do you think I care when I watch The Matrix and I found out the Wachowski brothers are now the Wachowski sisters? No, because I don't care. I enjoy what's put in front of me. I enjoy the media. I don't give a fuck. As long as the media is good, who fucking cares? Okay. Next, I'll be streaming tonight, guys. I'll be streaming Phasmophobia on Twitch with my best friend. Come hang out. Come joke around with us. We'll be talking to you guys. And, yeah. Hope you guys have a great day. And stay safe out there. And thank you so much for supporting my content. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know it was a very long one, but I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic day.